Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, body cam video shows what a law officer faced while trying to get through the flames of an eastern Washington wildfire.
And we're warming back up for your Labor Day weekend. I'm tracking everything you need to know in your First Alert weekend weather forecast.
Plus, the latest legal challenge to Washington's law banning so-called assault weapons, what a judge has decided.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
And we begin tonight with an alarming sighting. A Kennewick woman recorded video of what her family believes is a cougar near Legacy High School. Shanna Rowland says she saw a black animal walking along in a tree line in a field next to the school on Thursday. Now, typically cougars are more of a brown color, but Rowland says a wild animal this size, this close to people, is good reason to be cautious.
You know, I've never seen like a black cougar or any type of large black predatory cat, and I've never heard of one here in this area, which, you know, makes them more difficult to see. So I think I would just, you know, want to caution people to, you know, be aware of what's outside or look up in the trees or, you know, just make sure that it's safe for children and pets to be outside.
Now, she says she did report the animal to wildlife authorities for Benton, Franklin, and Yakima counties. If you need to do that, the number to call is 509-575-2740. But if someone is in immediate danger, you should always start by calling 911. Thanks for joining us on a busy Friday evening. I'm Alyssa Warner. Tonight we have a follow-up as a lot of people are heading out to the river for Labor Day weekend. The Benton Franklin Health District is warning everyone to pay attention to signs warning about toxic algae at Howard Amen Swim Beach in Richland. Tests first showed contamination in the water 3 weeks ago. The health district says the latest results today show there's still a lot more toxic algae than is safe for recreational use. Now, toxic algae has been blamed for the deaths of small dogs on the Columbia River in the past few years. The cyanotoxin in the water can impact your nervous system. It could show up as anything from dizziness to difficulty walking, difficulty breathing, and convulsions. The health district says if you notice any of these symptoms after being in the water in yourself, your kids, or your pets, you need to get medical help right away. And that water might look kind of tempting this holiday weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert weather forecast.
Yeah, we're definitely on track for a warm up, at least for tomorrow. Again, today, not too bad. We're in the 70s here in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, topping-ish at 82. Again, we're still several degrees below average for this time of year. 80 degrees right now, Tri-Cities in the 70s here. But again, we'll see those nice warm temperatures tomorrow. Here's our Legends Casino Sky Cam. Again, we've got clear skies other than I think a spider web is on my camera tonight. 80 degrees, winds at 5 miles per hour, so very mild. Our sunset tonight at 7:35. Days are getting shorter, as you can see. Here's your evening planner. Again, a very pleasant evening. Lots of sunshine, clear skies. We'll drop down to 71 by 9 o'clock. In Yakima, a little bit cooler there. A few clouds hanging around, 69 by 9. And in Walla Walla, again, a nice evening there as well. We'll drop down to 65 by 9. So I might need a little coat tonight. Again, clear, calm, slight chance of weekend showers through the region. Get ready for some gusty winds beginning Saturday night into Sunday, and a cooler week ahead of us next week. I'll get to all of that in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. New body camera video shows what one law enforcement officer experienced during the Oregon fire 3 weeks ago near the community of Elk. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says Deputy Britton Morgan forgot he had the body camera running amid the chaos of the heavy smoke and the fire that was driven by high winds at the time. Now, he had been notifying people in that area of Spokane County to evacuate, then had to drive through the flames, as you're seeing here. The video shows his experience: heavy smoke, flames on both sides of the road, severely limited visibility. Now, according to the sheriff's office, the deputy kept in contact with another officer who was also helping people evacuate from the fire. We have the entire body camera video, quite the adventure, on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. And firefighters are still working the Oregon fire. They're patrolling the perimeter of the blaze with an infrared camera today. That'll let them see any hidden hotspots, which might still be there despite the rain and the cooler temperatures we've been seeing. Containment has improved just slightly to 85%, and 3 weeks later, there's still no word on what sparked this fire. Meanwhile, firefighters are continuing mop-up efforts over the weekend on the Gray Fire near Medical Lake. Now, despite rain and cooler temperatures there as well, firefighters say they still keep finding pockets of heat and smoldering debris. Was the fire 3 weeks ago when it first started. The fire now is 93% contained, and the cause there is still under investigation as well. New tonight, a Washington judge has ruled in favor of the state law banning certain types of guns from being sold. It's commonly called an assault weapons ban. The law doesn't stop you from owning guns, but it does limit which types of guns and gun parts can be bought and sold in the state of Washington. So far, 2 judges have rejected 3 different attempts to put this law on hold while it's being challenged in court. This latest decision relates to a lawsuit that was originally filed in Grant County, saying the law is unconstitutional. Attorney General Bob Ferguson got the case moved over to Thurston County, which is where a judge has now refused to put the law on hold. At the national level, the Department of Justice has unveiled a new proposal aimed at stopping gun show and internet gun sale loopholes. Right now, private seller purchases, which often include those at gun shows, don't require background checks in most states. Now, under the proposed rule, even private sellers nationwide would have to get licensed and run background checks when they're selling guns. Public comment will open for 90 days after the rule is published in the Federal Register. Today is National Food Bank Day, and one agency says food banks in Washington are very well used. The Washington Department of Agriculture says Washingtonians shopped at food banks 8 million times and received about 200 million pounds of food in the past year. The state has a population of just under 8 million people. These numbers illustrate how high the demand is. And again, the first Friday of September is National Food Bank Day. These resources, as you just saw, have been a lifeline for more and more people, both during the pandemic and even now with inflation driving prices up. Gisa Credit Union announced they will be donating $50,000 to Second Harvest and Food Lifeline as part of their continued partnership to raise awareness and funds for Hunger Action Month.
Food Lifeline and Second Harvest really impact many members of our communities across the state of Washington and quite frankly the Northwest who struggle with hunger and food insecurity. So we just see it as a valuable contribution back to our communities. It allows us to serve.
Gisa will also be having food drives at each of their branch locations where you can drop off non-perishable food. And with the start of September comes changes to food stamp eligibility. Congress made changes to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. This means more low-income Americans now have to work to receive food stamps. Adults without children up to age 50 now have to show proof that they're either working 80 hours a month or enrolled in an education or training program. Next month, the age requirement increases to 52. And exceptions to the new mandate include the homeless, veterans, and adults up to age 24 who have aged out of foster care. The Center on Budget and Policy Priorities says those changes could mean 750,000 Americans may lose their benefits. The Federal Reserve has been trying to curb inflation by raising interest rates, but if they raise the rates too much, we could end up in a depression. The latest jobs report, though, is showing some positive signs we might actually get the right balance, which is often called a soft landing. Emily Schmidt has a look at those numbers.
Labor Day weekend has a holiday reputation with a work-based history. And this Labor Day weekend, the White House touted new job data.
America is now one of the strongest job-creating periods in our history.
Friday, the Bureau of Labor Statistics released numbers showing 187,000 new jobs added in August. Unemployment, rising to 3.8%, was a bit higher than expected. The numbers come as the Federal Reserve weighs whether to continue to raise interest rates to curb inflation.
This is a good jobs report. This is what you'd want to see if you're looking for a soft landing.
The jobs report says nearly 63% of the population are part of the workforce, the highest since the pandemic started.
People are coming off the sidelines, getting back to their workplaces. Job satisfaction is higher than it's been in 36 years.
The president credited so-called Bidenomics, even though a CNN poll released in early August found 63% of Americans disapproved of the president's handling of the economy. Union! Friday's job report showed 17,000 jobs lost during ongoing Hollywood strikes. Transportation and warehousing lost the most jobs of any industry. But across the country,
we do need drivers.
Jobs are available.
I think when someone sees a big giant yellow bus and 50 kids in the back, it's very intimidating.
They're hoping for recruits to take a place in next month's jobs report. I'm Emily Schmidt reporting.
A project in Yakima gets millions in funding from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. According to the offices of Washington Senators Patty Murray and Maria Cantwell, $2.8 million in grants, nearly $1 million in loans, will fund water valve, main, and meter repair and replacement for Sun Country Estates Maintenance Association in Yakima. Other projects receiving funding in Washington State include $413,000 in grants for Columbia County Public Hospital No. 1 to create a child care facility, and that money is part of $4.5 million in USDA grants and loans that aim to strengthen infrastructure in rural communities. Well, he fought at Washington High School all the way to the Supreme Court and won. Now the coach who was fired for on-the-field prayers and got his job back returns to the field. But his future is still up in the air. An update coming up. And sunny skies to kick off the weekend. You can expect some warm conditions out there. Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert weekend forecast. Plus the incentive offered to hunters for helping Washington State track a wildlife disease. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 amazing days to get $100 off every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
It's a new spin on Dancing with the Stars. Coming this fall to ABC, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the Labor Day sale is on at Walker's Furniture.
With some of the largest discounts we've ever offered.
Including 5 years no interest financing with no money down, so you can leave your checkbook at home and pay for it later.
Get drastic discounts on all bedroom and comfortable new living room furniture with big savings on our large section of mattress sets.
Plus this week, get an additional $100 off your purchase.
This is one sale you can't afford to miss. Today through this Monday at Walker's.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Hi, Jason Valentine for the Apple Valley News Now Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered American flag to All City Transmission on September 8th, and in exchange, we'll give you a brand new flag as we celebrate America together.
At All City Transmission, we stand as proud Americans, cherishing our nation's symbol of unity, the Great American Flag.
Honest work, quality price, All City Transmission.
ET's Back to School Week reveals Breakfast Club secrets.
Are we rolling? Hi, guys.
What you never knew about the movie's off-camera romances.
We were an item.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. A high school assistant football coach who lost his job in 2015 after he refused to stop public prayers on the field will make his official return tonight. Joe Kennedy spent nearly a decade in court fighting to get his job back. He says he plans to kneel at the 50-yard line after the game at Bremerton High School tonight, but he told the Associated Press he's not sure he'll stay after that. Kennedy and his wife now live in Florida, and Kennedy says he'll decide after tonight's game whether he will continue working in Washington or move on to doing something else. This weekend is the last hurrah of the summer travel season, and 2023 has been one to remember. The TSA says after this weekend, summer will set a new air travel record with more than 227 million people screened at airports since Memorial Day. The latest numbers from FlightAware show that delays have increased this summer. More than 25% of flights arrived late by an average of 57 minutes. But Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says flight cancellations are going down.
This year we have seen significant improvement. That doesn't mean that the system was immune from some tough travel days this year and this summer.
Buttigieg says almost 3% of recent flight delays were tied to air traffic control staffing issues. He says his goal is to get that number down to 0. Well, if you're looking for something to do this Labor Day weekend, the Tumbleweed Music Festival is a free open-air community acoustic music festival sponsored by the Three Rivers Folklife Society. The event will take place at Howard Amon Park in Richland. It is their 27th. They'll also be featuring many acoustic bands, primarily folk, blues, bluegrass. They'll also be having food vendors with kettle corn, corn dogs, lemonade, gyros, and much more.
Throughout the year, we have a variety of events. Every month, we have a concert, we have a coffee house, we have a jam session, and a couple sing-alongs. So there's things going on every month. You just have to go to threeriversfolklife.org.
Now, the Tumbleweed Music Fest will be Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Most of it is free, but the Saturday benefit concert and the Sunday evening contra dance are ticketed events.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And here we are on the holiday weekend. A lot of folks have 3 days off getting out of town or staying home. You got to know what the weather is going to bring. And again, we had some early morning showers today. And again, we've been seeing unsettled weather with this ridge of low pressure, allowing this monsoonal moisture to move on up from the southwest desert areas. And again, in Vegas and surrounding areas, they have flash flood watches from these rain showers. Now, some of them are going to slide into our region, mainly in eastern Oregon. Here's our storm chances tomorrow, again, in the lightest color green. And again, if we do see anything, it's going to be in the form of just some light rain showers, much like we had yesterday and this morning. Let's take a look at our Futurecast models and see what we can see there. We've got clear skies for our day tomorrow. You'll start to see some clouds picking up on Saturday morning, and so maybe a little overcast. Now here's what we're watching, these unorganized scattered showers coming through Pendleton, Hermiston, and maybe wrapping around through the Tri-Cities. But again, brief, a little bit of a sprinkle here and there. Most of the moisture should stay to the west and then even off into the foothills of the Blue Mountains. But again, we have better chances of rain as we have another system starting to develop and move in on Sunday into Monday. Let's take a look at our Dust Devil Giza Stadium sky cam tonight. Again, beautiful clear skies, great air quality, 80 degrees, humidity at 42%. Our winds are light at 5 miles per hour, and our sunset tonight at 7:35. Moving on, let's take a look at temperatures tonight. Again, mostly clear and calm through the evening. Might need a light jacket, a little on the cool side. We're not used to those 50s just yet. We're going to even start to see even cooler temps next week overnight. 57 in Walla Walla, Tri-Cities, and Yakima, 55 in Toppenish. We've got 54 in Ellensburg. All right, let's plan your day out tomorrow. Again, if you're going to stay home and maybe get out on the Columbia River, not going to be a bad day. Again, a few clouds here and there. Winds are going to be cooperative. You'll be in the 60s there at 8 as you move into the lunch hour. We'll start to see those upper 70s and low 80s. And then closer to dinner time or barbecue time, you'll see those temperatures in the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. Now, wind-wise, like I said, we're going to be pretty calm this evening as we move through the night. Tomorrow, you should look good. Now, tomorrow evening, though, later on, you'll start to see those winds start to develop and pick up, and those will continue into Sunday. Pretty gusty. No wind advisories at this point, but it is going to be very windy through the Columbia Basin and through the Columbia River Gorge, with the winds gusting 20 to 30 to 35 miles an hour. Now, a lot of people consider this the official beginning of, or end of summer, I should say, but we've actually got 21 days till fall begins, 60 days till Halloween. Look at Thanksgiving is 83 days away, and I'll say it, Christmas. There you go, 115 days. Weather photos, keep sending those in. This one's from Owen. Took a great picture. These are sunflowers out in the Ellensburg area. He says they plant this as a rotating crop to get the soil nice and energized, I should say. I don't know much about soil, but anyway, it's a crop that they put in. It helps the soil and it's pretty, so it's a win-win. Here's our short-term forecast. Again, slight chance of showers Sunday there in the Yakima Valley. Short-term Tri-Cities looking good. Might see a stray shower. Temperatures down to 80 by Monday, your Memorial Day. Again, beautiful, or Labor Day, excuse me. 86 on Saturday, 75 on Monday. More to get to, including more fun weather facts coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Stacey. And coming up next, a planned expedition to the Titanic is now facing a challenge from the U.S. government. Plus, we're talking about the incentive offered to Washington hunters for helping the state track chronic wasting disease. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course! It's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Queensgate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers from a technology perspective. We do what we say every single day.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall!
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back!
I just love fall. Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved! DQ, happy tastes good.
Youth ride free with BFT. Check your student ID for the BFT logo, show it to the driver, and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Ask your school how to get yours.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics. What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
Goldfish.
Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
All in the Family, Sunday night at 8 on MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities.
Are you ready? The toughest sport on dirt is back. Join the party and come watch the Cowboys of the PBR Challenger Series ride the rankest bulls on the planet live in Kennewick. Don't miss the Tri-Cities Classic at the Toyota Center September 8th and 9th. Tickets on sale now at PBR.com or Ticketmaster. The PBR Challenger Series live at Toyota Center September 8th and 9th.
Beyonce Mania, next extra. It is B-Day here in LA as her Renaissance tour kicks off. The hits, the outfits, and super fans like Oprah. How Queen B is on her way to break the $2 billion mark. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Hunters can earn a chance to win a free multi-season deer tag. The Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife and the Washington chapter of Backcountry Hunters and Anglers have teamed up to encourage hunters to have their kills tested for chronic wasting disease. Deer, elk, and moose can all contract and pass this illness through contaminated substances and soil. CWD has not been detected yet in Washington, but it has showed up in Idaho, along with several other states and Canadian provinces. A drawing for these specific tags takes place in April. The winners will be notified by mail. The CWD multi-season deer tags are separate from and will not impact your odds of receiving a general multi-season deer tag. An expedition planned for next year to retrieve items from the Titanic is now facing a challenge from the U.S. government. That expedition, organized by RMS Titanic Incorporated, which has exclusive rights to salvage artifacts from the shipwreck. In a federal court ruling, the feds cite a law that protects and preserves the wreck as a gravesite. It also argues the company needs authorization from the Secretary of Commerce before engaging in activity that would disturb the Titanic. This isn't the first time the feds have tried to block an expedition. 3 years ago, the company announced it wanted to recover Titanic's radio, but the feds filed a legal challenge to stop that mission, and it never happened. This filing is unrelated to the fatal sinking of a sub near the Titanic wreckage earlier this summer. We still have a lot more news ahead for you in our second half hour. College football is back, and the hosts of ESPN College Game Day have a preview of Week 1. That's coming up new tonight at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select road trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Why buy a mattress from Mattress Depot USA?
Low prices.
Every day, we beat any competitor's price.
Selection?
All sizes and
Brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic.
Customer service.
Our sleep specialists average 10 years in the industry. Check out our reviews.
Comfort guarantee?
120 nights worth.
Same day delivery.
Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Local?
Born here, live here.
Come see us today.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles with the Honda Service Pass program. Enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it, crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it with Mavorite. Mavorite cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Mavorite stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Mavorite with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C, crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Mavorite.
Ask your doctor about Mavorite. AbbVie could help you save.
And now, an announcement from America's #1 most watched morning show.
We've got a million good reasons for you to watch GMA this September.
Someone somewhere in America is about to get $1 million live on GMA.
Ah, you see how I did that? A million good reasons.
Save now with Bymart's latest savings book. Come save like a member and see why over 1 million membership families save more at Bymart. Arriving in your mailbox this week, you'll find 16 pages of everything you need, from back-to-school supplies, Labor Day weekend needs, sporting goods, pantry essentials, and more. Bymart's one-time $5 membership unlocks a lifetime of savings. Save now with our latest savings book at Bymart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the sleep savings are on at Walker's Furniture.
And that means some of the biggest discounts of the year on all your favorite brands like Purple, Serta iComfort, and Beauty Rest mattress sets.
Plus, special 5 years no-interest financing with no money down was brought in, as well as an additional $100 gift card with select sets sold. Plus, Walker's is also giving you an additional $100 off.
Making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less.
Today through this Monday at Walker's.
I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select road trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Well, check this out. A new crater found on the lunar surface. NASA says it likely came from the impact when Russia's latest lunar mission crash landed onto the moon. The unmanned craft launched on August 10th. It was supposed to land near the lunar South Pole. While images released from NASA show a photo without the crater from June of 2022, NASA's space agency later said that engine failure likely caused that crash. Coming up, we have a preview of Week 1 of college football, plus a new venue for a refreshing dip. We'll have the latest on plans for a new aquatic center in a Yakima park. And an escaped man finds himself in a sticky situation in need of rescue. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
The city of Yakima is pushing forward with a plan to build an aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us they are halfway through with the design, which she says includes something for everyone.
After years without easy access to a pool, East Yakima kids are getting closer to having an aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, something the city says is about more than just improving their quality of life.
Every year or so we have a drowning in our community, which is unacceptable. And having an area for us to continue to do swim lessons like we do at Franklin Pool and like we do at Lions Pool is critical for this facility.
One that puts a focus on the community.
And one other thing that was critical to the ad hoc group was a restroom for the park users, not just for those that utilize the pool.
More than just a pool with space for lap swimming and water walking, the aquatic center will have giant slides, spray features, and zero depth entry.
We have a ninja cross, which is kind of climbing across water. There's some volleyball area, a basketball area as well, and just lots of fun things for a lot of people to do.
Including outside the pool with grassy areas, shade, space for food trucks and vending machines, and a community room.
For the community to use for parties or meetings or even for trainings for our lifeguards.
The budget for the project, $1 million for design, paid for by a state legislative grant. The cost for construction estimated at $10 million, with $3 million coming from the city, $3 million from the county, a little over $1 million from the state, and the rest paid for by donations and grants.
We're working on a brochure, a flyer that we'll be able to give to people. This is in draft form, but we're hoping to have that here in another couple weeks that can go out for that capital campaign.
To get the additional funding needed to give East Yakima kids a place to play, grow, and learn how to keep themselves safe. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The goal is to have the design finalized by the end of 2023, start construction in 2024, and hopefully have the aquatic center open by the summer of 2025. But for now, it's been pretty cold out there for taking a dip. Stacey Lee joins us now with your first alert weather forecast.
Well, it started out on the cool side. It might be a nice evening to take a dip. And look at these temperatures around the region. We're in the 70s, 77 Walla Walla. It's 80 right now in the Tri-Cities, 79 in Yakima, a nice 77 in Ellensburg. Very pleasant evening. Again, 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Our winds are light. Our sunset tonight at 7:35. If you're planning your evening out, look for a gorgeous night. Nice night to get out and maybe barbecue. 71 degrees by 9 o'clock in the Tri-Cities. In Yakima, again, clear skies. A few clouds developing. 69 by 9 o'clock tonight. And in Walla Walla, very beautiful evening there as well, with temperatures just a little bit cooler, down to 65 at 9 o'clock. So we've got clear and calm evening tonight. We do have a slight chance of some weekend showers, most of those in Oregon, but we could see a couple of those showers slide on into the Columbia Basin or the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Some gusty winds developing Saturday night into Sunday, and then those cool temperatures staying with us through next week. I'll get to all of that in your first alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Hawaii's governor plans to give an update on the search and rescue efforts following deadly wildfires in Maui. This as President Biden has pledged an additional $95 million to help strengthen the energy grid on the island. ABC's Melissa Adon has the latest.
It's been more than 3 weeks since wildfires devastated Maui, including the historic area of Lahaina. But Hawaiian officials now say they've almost completed their search and recovery efforts there. The death toll remains at 115 as the search for the unaccounted for is also nearing its end. In a new video message, Maui's mayor claiming he was not aware of the intensity of the full extent of the damage and loss of life until the following day.
There are no words that can adequately describe the depth of sadness and the shock of realizing lives had been lost. It was difficult to fathom the magnitude of the destruction at that time.
During a visit to FEMA, President Biden pledging more federal aid to the agency for Maui and other areas suffering natural disasters.
Calling on Congress to make sure you're able and have the funds to be able to continue to show up and meet the needs of the American people, as well as the long-term commitments that we have to make to finish the job in Maui and elsewhere.
Hawaiian officials are working with the EPA to remove hazardous waste. Once the area is deemed safe, return to Lahaina will begin for residents and business owners. Some of those business owners and local workers say the fire brought a double hit on their economy.
So the stress of like, are we gonna be able to even stay open? This is the most biggest stress that we have.
While Lahaina remains closed, the rest of the island is open to tourists who will be needed to rebuild Maui's future.
That was ABC's Melissa Don reporting. The governor of Hawaii is expected to address the community with an update on those listed as unaccounted for. He's expected to announce that the number of missing has now dropped below 100. And in Oregon, the search for a man law enforcement considered extremely dangerous is now over. The ABC News affiliate in Portland reports authorities found Christopher Prey trapped in deep mud for 12 hours in North Portland. Photos tweeted by Portland Fire and Rescue show authorities pulling a person from a swampy-looking area. Prey had been in custody on several charges, including for alleged attempted murder. A hearing initially planned for today for the suspect in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students has now been pushed back. Attorneys for Bryan Kohberger want to eliminate cameras from his court hearings. A coalition of media companies, including our sister station in Spokane, have challenged that motion. The judge has allowed attorneys for the media group more time to prepare their arguments. The coalition has asked for at least a week of delay for that purpose. Kohberger is accused of the murders of Madison Mogen, Kaylee Gonsalves, Zena Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in an off-campus house last November. The Biden administration is proposing federal regulations for nursing home staffing levels, and nobody's particularly happy about it. Advocates are saying the proposed regulations don't go far enough. Opponents say this will just add to the burdens on an industry that is already strained. The proposed rules call for the equivalent of 3 staffing hours per resident per day. That's less than a federally funded study recommended about 20 years ago. But the government says the proposal would require most nursing homes to hire more staff. The proposal would also require care facilities to have a registered nurse on staff 24/7. Right now, the only federal law is that nursing homes have sufficient staffing. In the state of Washington, they're required to have a minimum of 3.4 hours of direct care per resident per day. While many nursing homes are strained, hospitals are often facing an overload as well. That can mean long waits in the emergency room. A hospital in Springfield, Oregon is now offering a reservation system for the emergency room. It's not for immediate emergencies, but for people who are in relatively stable condition. It can be easier to wait at home rather than sitting in the hospital waiting room.
Improves our efficiency, so we can spread out the arrivals and we can kind of know when people are coming. We are able to see about 85% of the InQuicker patients within 15 minutes of their arrival.
People are sick that come to the emergency room, and you don't want to necessarily be sitting around somebody hacking and coughing and sneezing and potentially putting yourself at risk if you don't have to. You know, there's no sense to sit around a waiting room to get sicker.
The system only lets you schedule visits for the current day. It also shows the current wait time in the emergency room to help people understand if it's particularly busy. The opioid overdose reversal medication Narcan will be available without a prescription nationwide this month. That means it'll be legal to stock in vending machines. In Oregon, there are already vending machines installed in the lobby of the Clackamas County Jail, at the County Transition Center, and at the Oregon City Parole and Probation Office. Officials say they're doing everything they can to make it easy for people to get their hands on this potentially life-saving medication.
We wanted a way to bring very low barrier access to Narcan to the community, but not just for individuals suffering with substance use disorder, also their family members or the people they interact with the most, right?
So advocates are hoping the machines will encourage more people to carry Narcan because they're free. Users don't have to give any identifying information or talk to anyone in person in order to get that medication. Now, Narcan only works on opioid overdoses, which means if someone has taken a mixture of drugs, it might not work. And health officials are now warning that we're seeing new types of synthetic opioids, even more dangerous than fentanyl. They're called nitazenes, and researchers say the new drugs have a different chemical structure than fentanyl. Often, it takes a lot more than 1 or 2 doses of Narcan to reverse an overdose.
They're just much more potent, meaning that someone may not know that these chemicals exist and they use the same amount of a drug that they've always used and they have an unintended worse effect. This is something that just a year and a half, 2 years ago was not in the drug supply at all.
Now, officials at the Drug Policy Alliance say drug dealers are starting to mix nitazenes into their supply, in part because of the crackdown on fentanyl. Some of these new synthetic opioids are so new that they're not being regulated by the government. Coming up next, stopping theft, the high-tech device keeping tabs on wheels of cheese. And we'll enjoy some nice conditions for your Labor Day weekend. Stacey Lee is tracking your First Alert forecast when we come back. Plus, it is back to the gridiron. ESPN College Game Day hosts have a preview of Week 1 for college football. That's all ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course, it's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary, and we're having a gigantic sale.
Take advantage of our best prices of the year.
And interest-free financing.
David, you do know anniversaries only come once a year, right?
Yes, and if you miss ours, you'll be sorry.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale today through Monday. Hapo Center Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in one day only. New 2023 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Whether you're working hard or hardly working, it's time to get a better night's sleep. And during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And get up to $900 off adjustable Purple mattress sets. Or check out the Summit, now only $299.99. Save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends Monday.
Is your closet cramped and cluttered? Well, now there's Space Triangles, the clever new hanging device that fits over any hanger to save you closet space in seconds. And now may be your last chance to get them for a low price. Now you can vertically hang multiple items, guaranteeing that you'll have up to 70% more space in your closet. Your closet can go from messy to marvelous in no time with ease. The ingenious slip-over design secures the hangers vertically. It snugly fits all types of hangers to save you space. Order now to get an 18-piece set of Space Triangles for just $9.99. But wait, due to rising costs and supply chain shortages, this may be your last chance to get Space Triangles at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 closet pack per order while supplies last. Once they're gone forever. Order now.
Call 1-800-587-3514. Call or visit spacetriangles.com. So call 1-800-587-3514 now.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
It is September and football is back. ESPN College Game Day's Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit have a preview of the matchups in Week 1.
First full Saturday of college football, and what a slate we have on ABC. An ACC, SEC showdown, Virginia and Tennessee. Vols coming off an 11-win season.
Yeah, big expectations after a big year like that, and I think everybody wants to see Joe Milton. Hendon Hooker had a monster year, and now Joe Milton, who filled in for him in the bowl game and looked great. But let's be honest, the knock on Joe Milton has been consistency. Going from Michigan to Tennessee, he now gets the opportunity to be the guy, and if Tennessee's going to go where they want to go, it's going to be Joe Milton is going to be be consistent with his decisions and accuracy.
So many transfer quarterbacks. Michael Penix Jr., now Washington's quarterback, came over last year from Indiana, had a great year. They open against Boise State.
Another team with huge expectations and pressure. And what a tough game to match up with, in my opinion, with that typical old tough Boise State. A veteran Boise State team. Taylon Green is a quarterback that can make you pay for it if you're not prepared. But Washington seems to have some maturity about him. I really like what Kalen DeBoer has done. Second year now, I think there's more of kind of an established culture. So I think Washington will get off to a good start, but they could be challenged here.
Saturday night, primetime ABC Battle of the Carolinas, North and South Carolina.
Well, I think when I heard the game day was coming to Charlotte, I was excited because of the quarterbacks. So you have Spencer Rattler and Drake May, two of the top signal callers in the country, going head-to-head, be a lot of fun.
Yeah, things started on ABC with a great triple header and a couple of ACC-SEC matches.
Now the Cougs face the Colorado State Rams. That is coming up tomorrow afternoon at 4 in Colorado.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, Labor Day weekend football starting to feel like fall. I'll tell you just how many days left of summer we have. Ridge of low pressure again. We're seeing lots of moisture move up from the south as monsoonal flow. And again, that will continue through the weekend. As this ridge of low pressure moves out of the area, we'll start to see some sunshine and clear skies. But again, a little unsettled for the next couple of days. They even have flash flood warnings in the desert southwest. So just be aware of that. Our storm chances tomorrow, very light. But again, we could see a couple of stray showers pop up and move through the area. Let's take a look at our future cast and see if we can time that out. Again, we've got nice clear skies, beautiful evening tonight. A few clouds developing in the morning, but again, those scattered showers coming up from the south, potentially hitting in the Dalles area, coming up into Pendleton, Hermiston, possibly hitting the Tri-Cities there pretty quick though, and out of the area. Not expecting a lot of accumulation. And then maybe a stray shower in the foothills of the Blues late Saturday night into early midday Sunday. Now we do have another system developing. It'll be coming from the west, and that will start to occur on late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, and we'll see some gusty and breezy winds. 80 degrees right now in our Giza Skycam at Dust Devil Stadium. Our winds are light at 5 miles per hour, and our sunset tonight at 7:35. Let's take a look at those temperatures for tonight. Again, very pleasant around the area. 50s for most of our region. 54 in Ellensburg, 57, 55 there in the Yakima Valley. 57 Tri-Cities, 55 and 57 in Dayton and Walla Walla. Let's plan your Saturday out tomorrow. If you're going to hit the river, it might be a good day to do that. You'll be in the 80s by noon, so it should be pretty nice out there. A little cool start in the morning there. And by 4 o'clock, we should be at our high temperatures just below 90 in the Tri-Cities, as well as Yakima, a little bit cooler in Walla Walla at 86. So not a bad looking day overall temperature-wise. Let's take a look at those gusty and breezy winds. We're looking good tonight, nice and calm, getting into our day Saturday. Most of the day good, but as we get closer to Saturday evening, then we're going to start to see those winds pick up through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities area, pretty breezy along the foothills of the Blues as the day progresses into Sunday morning. Again, those breezy to gusty winds, and those will persist and hang around throughout the day as we start to get that westerly flow. Now, the official end of summer, not quite. We've got 21 days until fall begins. Just 60 days till Halloween, 83 days now till Thanksgiving, and 115 days till Christmas. Just thought we should talk about that and get it out there. All right, let's take a look at our weather photo. This is a beauty, again, from Ellensburg. There's they plant these sunflowers out there to rejuvenate the soil, so it's a rotating crop. Thank you for Owen for sending that in. Remember to send your weather photos to Lee at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Love to see them. Your short-term forecast, again, not bad looking weather, slight chance of some showers there, mainly on Sunday in the Yakima Valley. We'll have our warm day on Saturday, slightly cooler Sunday. Look at Monday again, nice day as far as Labor Day goes. And again, slight chance of showers here on Sunday. Not a bad looking weekend. I'll get to more in your 7-day full planning forecast in just a few minutes. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. And coming up, we're going to talk about how digital technology is helping keep an eye on expensive wheels of cheese. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion or bacon or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport, and the Ridgeline. Built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in car and driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
Prosser Memorial Health has received a 5-star rating from the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Prosser Memorial Health is one of just 483 hospitals nationwide to receive their highest rating, and the only critical access hospital in the state of Washington. For more than 75 years, Prosser Memorial Health has provided high-quality and compassionate care to our communities served. It's our privilege, and we look forward to bringing you a new hospital in 2025. This is how we care.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Today through Monday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2023 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
The Labor Day weekend sale at More Furniture starts Saturday. Everyone knows value is always in style, but our Labor Day sale offers a special opportunity for everyone, the chance to save big. Our latest collections have arrived and they're all on sale. Our best sellers are in stock and they're all on sale. It's the best time of year to save big and get your home ready for fall entertaining. Visit your local More Furniture with special hours 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. this Saturday and get your furniture for less.
ET's Back to School Week reveals Breakfast Club secrets.
Are we rolling? Hi, guys.
What you never knew about the movie's off-camera romances.
We were an item.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
The feds are now investigating a hidden feature in Tesla's autopilot software. Unofficially known as Elon mode, it reportedly disables safety alerts that drivers get to keep their hands on the steering wheel. The National Highway and Traffic Safety Administration is now demanding information from Tesla about whether drivers could find a way around the safety controls on the vehicle's driver assist technology. In a July letter, the feds expressed concerns that the settings could encourage unsafe driving. The probe is part of a larger investigation into Tesla's software after a number of crashes allegedly attributed to the programs. 2 lawsuits over Tesla's autopilot tech are expected to go to trial this fall. And check this out, a lot of people microchip pets in case they ever get lost or stolen. What about microchipping your cheese, though? It's what some Italian cheesemakers are doing to wheels of Parmesan, specifically Parmigiano Reggiano, which is only made in one specific region, kind of like Champagne in France. They're using microchips. Underneath this code that you're seeing here is a microchip smaller than a grain of salt to try to make it more difficult to fake the famous cheese. We'll have a final look at your First Alert holiday weekend forecast when we come back.
David, did you remember to get me an anniversary present?
Anniversary? Of course! It's Mattress Depot USA's anniversary sale.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall!
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back!
I just love fall. Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved. DQ, happy tastes good.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet, like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Saturday, the final year of the Huskies in the Pac-12 kicks off on ABC and Apple Valley News Now as Boise State takes on Washington live from Seattle. The Broncos battle the Huskies, Saturday starting at 12:30, only on Apple Valley News Now.
Take off on a flight over a magic place filled with cherries and so much more.
It's 35 farmers, about 2,000 acres of fruit trees. And then, of course, an assortment of veggies and berries, and you name it.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs, now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast. And Stacey, I'm just really enjoying these numbers.
I'm enjoying these numbers. And, you know, we kind of went through summer with a couple little heat waves, but it wasn't overall too bad. But again, I think summer is just about wrapped up. Now, tomorrow we will see warmer temperatures and then we start to cool on down. And again, a slight chance of some stray showers coming through the area. And Tri-Cities will be close to 90, but then I think that will be it. I think that the unofficial start of summer is going to feel that way temperature-wise. In fact, look at those overnight lows later in the week down in the 40s, so a little on the cool side there. But beautiful Labor Day, so if you have that day off, enjoy. Should be a great time to have a barbecue, hang out with family, or I know that my grandkids have soccer tournaments this weekend around town, for once in town, and the weather is going to be nice for them out there. So
well, good.
Yeah. So anyway, but weather-wise, yeah, looking really good. And again, the unofficial end to summer.
You know, it'll still feel like it though for a while. We still have those long days for a few more days.
Honestly, fall is one of my favorites. I love fall. So.
And it'll feel like it.
That's right.
Thanks, Stacey. Thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com, and we're back tonight at 11.